行くぞ。
Hello.
Hello there.
Who are you?
Me llamo Evains.
Doesn't matter. Welcome. You are safe with me.
El que me digas que estoy a salvo me hace desconfiar mucho más.
Nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead.
What the fuck is that?
He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting
No sé por qué, pero escucho esto y me recuerda a la canción Mr. Sandman.
This is a journey deep into
Bam,
darkness.
bam, 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 bam,
There will be no more stories after this one.
bam, 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 bam.
Why is she doing this?
Mr. Sandman. Ya saben, esa.
She wants to rescue him. He's already can feel you coming. Quiet.
Nada como una ruptura de la cuarta pared.
How rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Bueno, todo cambia en la vida. Nada permanece igual.
Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? He's in hell high.
Look, up ahead.
In hell high.
You see it too?
You promised you came.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call hell.
Cute.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Turn back.
Go back, go back, go
It's
back.
not safe.
It's there. They're here.
No sé por qué presiento, pero debería hacerle caso a las voces que están sonando ahorita. No.
Look around and you will see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here.
You see them?
This is not a place of rest.
You can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you.
They're watching.
Stop. Can you feel them watching?
They're watching her. They're watching her.
You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power. You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper. What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Y esto es a lo que yo llamo una introducción bien, pero bien larga. Bueno, han sido casi 7 minutos de introducción, pero bueno, qué rayos. Bienvenidos, damas y caballeros, mi nombre es Soy Evains y muchas gracias por estar en este estreno de este gameplay de Hellblade, Senuas, Sacrifice. Como esta es mi primera vez haciendo este tipo de videos comentados, voy a tratar de hablar lo menos posible para que puedan disfrutar de todo el gameplay. Así que ténganme paciencia y disfruten.
Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down. Do not forget my stories, Senua, because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Yearns for life, hungers for it, like a pack of wolves on a hunt.
But she's not
not stopping.
Bueno, quien me recomendó el juego tenía razón, es bastante, pero bastante incómodo escuchar varias voces así a la vez.
Not this time.
Can you see it?
The land of mist and fog.
He's in there.
The old fool was right.
Is he?
What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost.
Where are you? I hear you.
He's there, you know it.
There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim,
They're called
and the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? What is she doing? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead. His soul still lives. She needs to save his soul. She wants his soul to be at peace. She wants to let him to rest. He's already dead. She can save him. There's nothing she can do. She thinks she's going to save him. She's not going to save him. She'll never make it to hell. She can't let him walk to him.
The bridge to Helheim. I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path into it. Let's see, shall we?
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim, and that is where you must travel.
Shut up.
Four. Going whatever you do, don't stop. Just drop down. Where's she going down? What's down there? You know where you are? Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
He's going to hurt you. It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
Don't listen.
I was just hiding. find I live longer that way. Don't listen. I'll never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you?
It's just a memory.
Drew? Is that you?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar.
He's lost.
An old fool.
He's not real.
Truth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The rune
No sé por qué presiento que ese es un pésimo trato, pero bueno.
and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
Oh, espada del augurio, déjame ver más allá de lo evidente.
Find one like it to open the
She
gate.
needs to use her eyes.
He's not real. It's just
It's near. Focus, and you will find it. Look towards the gate, and the gate will open.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
It worked!
How will it take you?
It's safe.
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell, but I watched the Northmen, learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Another voice joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here. I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip.
What the fuck just happened? O sea, no me puedes traer ni 5 segundos. Qué tal sensibilidad que tienen los controles.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him. Shh. Someone's here.
It's nearly over.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time. hardest battles are fought in the mind. That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
En resumen, cada vez que muera, algo malo le va a pasar a Senua. No es como si no lo hubiera visto antes. El flashback de Sekiro, Dark Souls y prácticamente cada juego Souls que ha habido.
Face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Zurt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
To Dillian, to her soul.
It won't open.
Why can't she open it? She needs to challenge the gods.
She has to fight 2 gods first.
2 gods?
Two gates.
Which will she choose first?
One of them will kill her, I know.
She's going to
Zurt,
die.
the fire giant, has answered.
She challenge first.
He comes from a land older than mankind. And the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast, was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northman.
He's down. Finish it. Finish it. You finished it. Don't let them surround you.
En verdad, estoy haciendo un gran esfuerzo para que me guste la mecánica, pero no sé, hay algo, lo siento demasiado tosco, no sé. Bueno, espero que la historia mejore más adelante.
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
Screams will help you. Screaming. Sacrifice.
The rooms. You can hear the rooms.
Can you hear them?
Find the rooms.
What's that sound?
Are they screaming? The rooms.
Screams will help you.
Screams. Screaming. Sacrifice.
Follow the screams towards the rooms. The rooms are important. Follow the screams. Screams. She needs to find the screams towards the rooms. The rooms are important. Screams will help you. Screams.
You can hear the rooms. Find the rooms. What's that sound? Are they screaming?
Follow the screams. Screams. Focus. No.
The rooms.
Screams.
The path to Hellham is sealed to the living, but you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened. When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of, I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
Yeah, she's scared now.
She finished him!
Take him down!
Take him down now!
There are too many of them.
Find a strong position.
Behind you!
She could die.
Anticipate your moves.
End it!
And he's finished!
Aún sigo sin acostumbrarme a la mecánica de combate. No sé por qué, quizás es por la falta de un tutorial o algo así.
Only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through. Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
give you the answers you want. But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
She get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Truth said, find your own path.
There's always another way.
Find another path. There's always a way.
Find your own way.
You just have to find it.
It was waiting for you. It was never going to
Surt is waiting for you. Find him. The pyre.
The Northmen tell this story. Before the earth was created, there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir. Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of the fire giants. And people from elsewhere cannot endure a journey there.
Another gate.
She needs to find it.
Another fire sacrifice.
Another fire sacrifice.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
It's too far.
She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to remember the way back.
What happens when she finds it?
Everything will burn.
Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn, then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
The Northmen made fire sacrifices, burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt.
I searched for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes. But they just screamed like helpless pigs. Answer your prayers, Senua. I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua! Find your own path, like I find mine!
My gods abandoned me! I am alone.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
men of hell worship the devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods, the Tuatha De Danann.
Why did you abandon your gods?
Senua, I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things. Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you. The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire. The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire.
¿Dónde estás? Fucking... Of course. Tuve que editar un poco del video porque creo que he desperdiciado cerca de 40 minutos buscando esta condenada R. Qué estrés. Esto es más estresante que jugar Dark Souls.
to run. Now, if you want to run now, please
Finish this! End it now! You're nearly there.
¿Qué?
¿Qué?
¿Qué? ¿Qué? ¿Qué?
¿Alguien me puede explicar qué rayos fue lo que pasó aquí? ¿Eso es posible? ¿Eso es legal? Nat, ¿estás allí? Si es así, por favor dime si esto es legal lo que acabamos de ver.
collapse and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world to the ground!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No, I see nothing now.
Gracias por haberse pasado por ese estreno. Si te gusta mi contenido, por favor déjame tu me gusta y sígueme en mis redes sociales. Voy a traer mucho más gameplay para futuros estrenos y no se olviden, it's never gonna be game over.